coaches and student athletes, this year we've accomplished many successful victories and hard work throughout the year in all of our sports programs. And this is a final accomplishment moment where we can give awards away to all the teams that have accomplished these objectives collectively. And so we want to thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your dedication and practice. Coaches, thank you for challenging all of our student athletes this year. And parents, once again, thank you for what you've done to pick up your kids late or bring them in early so that they can go to practices. And so for these awards that are given out tonight, just remember that many of them are individual awards, but in a team sport, everything is accomplished collectively to a greater goal. And so our goal here at CFCA is for our student athletes to learn the value of teamwork, to learn the value of growing closer to God. And we want to demonstrate that through the awards tonight. And so I want to ask you to join me in prayer for just a moment as we begin our athletic awards ceremony for the 2019-20 school year. Let's pray. Father, I want to thank you for these athletes who've worked hard this year. Thank you for the accomplishments, the victories that we've had throughout the year. Thank you for even the losses, Lord, because when we're in a valley, we often grow closer to you because it challenges us to be better. And so I want to thank you for that. Lord, help us to accomplish our mission. Thank you for the coaches and the parents and all the student athletes who have put this hard work together this year to accomplish these goals and victories. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Stewart. We'd like to thank you for joining us for this special time we have to honor our student athletes. Before we begin the awards portion of our event, and on behalf of our coaches and athletes, I would like to thank a few people that have helped make our seasons possible this year. First, Dr. Stewart and Pastor Clower. Your visionary leadership and guidance throughout each year has given us the confidence to go out and continue to build our programs into something that we can all be proud of. Administration, coaches, and athletes feel this, and we are all better for it. To Pam Theobald and Jeremy Campbell, working with you both is easy. You tirelessly work to make sure that all aspects of CFCA meet the high and rising standards that we have set for our school, and we benefit greatly whenever and wherever you are involved. Finally, I would like to thank a few members of the staff that jump in and help direct and support most events and games that go on here at CFCA. Heather Camp, Caitlin Foss, and Deanna Furtado. You've made a huge investment of time into our events, and let me tell you, none of them happen without your involvement, and I'm very, very thankful for you all. There are many ways that you've all helped with volunteering your time, both student athletes, students, and parents, and we're always so very thankful. With that, I am excited to turn the event over to our coaches and hear them talk about your teams and honor some of the best and brightest student athletes in the state of Florida.
Today I want to talk a little bit about the football program and some of the accolades that I'm going to hand out. Give me 3 awards. The most versatile, a defensive MVP, and a overall team MVP. This year we competed really well, and I want to take this time to thank my seniors for all the work and dedication that they put into this past season on and off the field. I also want to thank my team mom, Colleen Voorhees, for all the countless phone calls and emails that she's put together on my behalf, whether it's organizing team meals or halftime snacks or whatever I asked of her to do. She was always willing to help. I also want to take this time to recognize a couple of our senior athletes who have either signed a letter of intent to play college ball, football at a university, or is in the process of making that decision still. First off, Davion Reynolds, who is signed and committed to go to Garden City Community College. Congratulations, Davion, and your family. Josh Virgil, who is committed and signed to play at Lawrence Tech. So congratulations to you guys as well. And also Juwan Priester, who is playing basketball at a university next year. I'm sure Coach Gustafson will speak on that later. The three individuals that I want to speak on, first is the defensive MVP. This kid is, has great potential. He was very beneficial of being around the right place at the right time sometimes, but he's a tremendous athlete and a great defensive player for us. Luckily for us, we get him back this year. This kid's stat lines is he's first on the team in interceptions with 4. He is second on the team with tackles and with 59. He also had some fumble recoveries and forced a couple fumbles. His stats earned him the FACA 2A District 11 First Team Defensive Player of the Year. And that award, our most valuable defensive player, goes to Wilkerson St. Just. Next is the most versatile. When I looked up the word versatile, it means able to adapt or to be adapted to many different functions or activities. And that speaks to this young man to a T. He has been an anchor for us in every aspect of the game. He starts on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, and on every special team that we have. He's put in countless hours of practice and also played every snap on Friday nights. He did all this while maintaining a 3.5 GPA. This kid is also a junior who I'm very excited about moving forward next year. I'm looking forward to his growth over the summer. But our most versatile player is Caleb Hughes. The overall team MVP. Like Caleb, this kid plays on both sides of the ball. Without this kid, things would look a little bit different for us, CFCA Eagles. This young man is a vocal leader on and off the field. Defensively, he's led us in several categories such as sacks, tackles for loss, forced fumbles, and fumble recoveries. His defensive stats alone earned him the FACA 2A District 11 First Team Defensive Lineman of the Year and also Second Team Offensive Lineman of the Year. Some of his stats line include 49 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 4 fumble recoveries, along with playing every snap on offense at either guard or center and on special teams as well. CFCA's most valuable player this year goes to Finley Voorhees. Congratulations, guys.
I'd like to start off by thanking a few people who helped make our season possible. I would first like to thank the parents who have shown up and cheered on the girls. I would specifically like to thank Miss Stiff for being my team mom and helping me with all of the important communication. You are such a huge blessing. I would also like to thank Kyle for continually supporting our team and making sure that our games were set up and that our season was successful. Thank you for your hard work. I would like to thank Coach Christian for everything that she does during the season, from driving the van to helping at practice to working the games and everything in between. We wouldn't have a functioning season without these people. Ladies, this past season y'all worked so hard over the summer. I'll start with JV. JV, you hustled and put in so much passion during your games. It was great to see so many young girls step up and show up. I'm proud of each of you for doing your part in creating such a successful season. Varsity, we definitely had our challenges, but I'm proud that we kept fighting as a team. Between us losing girls, our injuries, and having to switch positions, it would have been easy to just give up. but we fought till the end and made some pretty great memories along the way. It was great to see each of you grow individually. Now let's go on to our awards. Our most improved for JV was Maddie. Maddie, you worked so hard and kept a great attitude the entire time, regardless of your playing time. It was great to see your growth as a hitter and a leader on the court. Our MVP for JV is Lily. Lily, I wish I would have been able to count all of the points you scored in all of your games. You were a side-out queen. The presence you own on the court is awesome to watch. Congratulations. Now let's move on to varsity. Our most improved for varsity goes beyond just skill level. It goes to all around, her skill, her leadership, her attitude, and her hustle. Damiana, you improved all the way around on the court this year, and you have earned this award. Our MVP is Marissa. She stepped up this season and learned a new position, setter. It is the most important position on the court. Without her attitude and her hustle this year, we wouldn't have been able to play. Thank you, Marissa, for stepping up. Finally, the Coach's Award. The Coach's Award is a person who, if I could have a whole team of this person, I would. From leadership to attitude, this girl brings her all every practice and every game, and that's Aaliyah. Aaliyah, you're the easiest person to coach, and I appreciate all of your dedication and hard work. Thank you, ladies, for a great season, and let's keep working hard this summer.
Hi, my name is Brian Poston. I'm the head coach of the varsity soccer team. This was my second season here, and there have been a lot of improvements from the first to the second year. One example was last season we struggled on offense and did not score one goal. However, this season we scored a total of 29 goals. Now, there are many factors that played in the increase of success this year, but before I move on to the players, I first want to thank the parents for their commitment to the team by picking up the players after the practices and the games. I know that having a child that plays a sport takes a lot of time and effort, so I thank you. I also want to thank everyone who came out to a home or away game this year. Your support weighed a lot on the players as they played their games, and just being able to hear familiar voices and see your faces at those games gives the players the extra energy that they need. I would also like to thank the parents who have helped out this year with providing food and drinks to the players before and after the games. Sometimes there's not enough time to get a meal in before the game, and having that fruit, the protein bars, and sports drinks help them fuel themselves for the game. Last but not least, I want to thank the clock operators at our home games. Running the clock in soccer is a little differently than other sports, so I really appreciate you being out there and helping out. Now to move on to the team. I was really looking forward to standing up here next to my team this year at these awards. I was very proud of this group and the goals that they accomplished this year. For those of you that do not know, majority of my team this year were seniors, and I know they really would have liked to have been here today and have this as a special day. Now for my awards. My first award goes to a player that I've coached both years. He played most of last year as a midfielder and moved to center defender this year. He quickly became the most dependable defender on the team. Even if he wanted to go up and score a goal, he knew he couldn't leave his position. This is why he's my defender of the year, senior Miles Bruton. My next award goes to a player who has not played soccer before this year. He was a senior and decided, why not? I quickly learned that any instruction I would give him, he would do it 100% without question. He would run all game and never ask for a rest, no matter how tired he was. Although the game did not come easy to him, he did not give up. Throughout the season, he started to move into the midfield and defending anybody in the middle of the field. By the end of the season, the improvement that he displayed from the start to the end was unlike any other. And he scored 4 goals in the process. This is why he is my most improved player, senior Jared Furtado. My last award goes to one who is not new to the sport of soccer, but new to the school this year. Even though he was new to the team, it did not take him very long to adjust and fit right in. He's a very skillful player, and you can tell that watching him play that he loves this game and works hard at it. This year, he played just about every position and did very well at all of them. He led the team in goals, and depending on the situation of the game, I can move him around into different positions, and I knew without a doubt that he knew what to do and would get the job done. This is why he is my most valuable player, freshman Jaden Burville. To my team, thank you all so much for a very enjoyable and memorable year. I am looking forward to next year. And to my seniors, I will never forget you guys. You guys are a special group. I cannot wait to see you guys start your chapters, the next chapters in your life. Seniors, I will miss you. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Coach Miner. I'm the head girls basketball coach here at CFCA, and this is a bittersweet moment for me because this is my last athletic banquet at CFCA, as I will soon transition and move to Austin, Texas. So I'm a little sad about this, but I'm excited to honor the girls that God has given me for the past 2 years. Before I start, I just want to thank a couple people, starting with Dr. Stewart and Cal Wills for believing in me, for being in agreement to hire me as the head girls basketball coach as a 23-year-old female. That took a lot of courage. That took a lot of strength and belief to recommend me for this job. Thank you, Cal Wills, for your flexibility. There were days where I asked for a bus the day of a game to change a home game to an away game, and he was always just one text, one phone call away from making things happen. And I don't think people realize the behind the scenes that come with sports, but Kyle Wills, there are not enough words to say thank you for what you have done behind the scenes. Thank you, Pam Theobald, Caitlin Foss, Christian Updike, Valaire, Miss Milroy, for helping keep stats in books. The games could not be played without you all. Thank you, Sam Walker, Dwayne Muller, Smith, Gerald, Mr. Robert, for making our gym look like a gym. I know a lot of people do not realize that where we play basketball is also where we have church, and there are about 1,000+ chairs that have to be put up. The carpet has to be taken up. The stage that I'm standing on has to be taken up in order for us to play. So I just thank all of you for taking out your time to make this sanctuary look like a gym so that we were able to play a lot of our games in here. And to my parents, it could not have been done without you. Thank you for your flexibility, your dedication, and allowing your girls to be a part of our basketball team. You have truly been a blessing to me. Thank you for traveling with us. I had parents, some of the best parents. You guys traveled everywhere we went. When no one else was in the stands for us, the parents, you made it possible. You gave the girls hope again to continue to fight. And lastly, my girls. I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls. God truly blessed me with girls that listened to every word that I said. They were so obedient. I never received back talk in the 2 years that I was here. They showed up for practices on weekends, weekdays, juggling school and sports, and not one time did they complain to me about what we were doing. Thank you for your hard work, for listening. Thank you for being more than my basketball girls, but becoming a sister in Christ and a friend and family to me. And so today I will honor 3 girls with the 3 awards that I chose to give out. And the first one is my coach's award, and this goes to Krishna Merritt. She is so loving. She is the first girl that I trained as a coach. She loves Jesus. She's on the bench cheering for her teammates if we're down by 20 or if we're up by 20. Her character speaks volume, and I cannot wait to see what the Lord is going to do in her life through sports and academics as she come upon her senior year next school year. My second award is my Hustler Award, and this goes to Gabby Couch. Gabby is an overall athlete, and she is just athletic. She's all over the court. She has so much energy. She is one of the two players that played just about every minute in every game. She never complained, but she always had so much grit to continue until the final minute of each game, until the buzzer went off. Gabby was a hustler, and our team's energy came a lot from Gabby. Gabby's energy just affected our team and allowed us to go stronger and to go harder. And lastly, my Most Valuable Player Award, MVP, goes to Marissa Stiff. Marissa is so smart. She scored the most points for us this year. She had the best free throw percentage this year. And she's also just an athlete. Anything Marissa does, she is good at it. She's just that athlete that you almost doesn't like, because anything that she practices or anything she puts her hand on, she is great at it. And so she is also a leader on the team, on and off the court. Her smile is contagious, her game is contagious, and a lot of our energy came from Marissa Stiff as well. So I am truly thankful for Marissa, and I am super excited to see what God is going to do in her life these next 2 years as well, with sports and academics and her faith in Jesus Christ. And to the rest of the girls on the team, I know that you all did not receive a plaque, but this team could not have been a team without each one of you. Each one of you played a great part. If it was cheering, if it was scoring a point, if it was rebounding, if it was showing love, it was just as important as any one of these awards. So I just thank you, because without each and every one of you, there would not have been a women's basketball team at CFCA. Thank you for trusting me and believing in me as your coach. You guys made these past 2 years, my first 2 years of coaching, a blast. I could not have asked for a better group of girls, coaches, my assistant, Jason Hahn. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for doing the books when nobody was there to do the books. Thank you to the CFCA staff for rooting for us and believing in bringing back women's basketball at CFCA. Thank you.
Hello, CFCA students, parents, and faculty. I pray that during these challenging times that everyone is well, and we're using this time to reconnect with the things that are important in our lives. Obviously, I wish I had the opportunity to deliver this message in person, but I appreciate the chance to recognize my team and individuals for their efforts this past season. First, I'd like to thank the parents who were committed to the rigors and time investment during this long season. This can never go unnoticed, because without you, none of this happens. Second, I would like to thank the players who put in countless hours and sweat equity to maintain a standard of excellence for themselves and the program. Next, I would like to thank the faculty and staff for their support and development of our kids on and off the court. Last, I'd like to recognize the coaches who supported me during this season. I was blessed to have the support of Coach Milk and Coach Lees in key roles. And I'd be at a loss without one of the best right hands, basketball gurus, and player development minds in the area with Coach Ko. Without them, we do nothing. After a state championship last season, our mantra was not satisfied. In fact, we even had it printed on our shirts. Wore it all summer during our summer sessions. This year we were able to uphold a bar that has been raised very high throughout the past 6 years. We had our most challenging schedule ever, and we were able to accomplish great things that include a 22-8 record, a state ranking in the top 5 all year, a 5th straight district championship, one for the thumb, Coach Wills, an Elite 8 appearance as a state regional finalist, and Orlando Super Sentinel Power 16 ranking all year regardless of classification and school size. I'm truly proud of our group who had to compete at the highest level against competition all year. I look forward because we are blessed to have a young and talented group returning, and I'm excited to get back to work and maintaining the standard that has been set. We are here and we are ready. Now for our awards this season. There are so many great performers in both of our programs, and I wish I had the time to recognize each player individually as we normally would in a live ceremony, as they are noteworthy, whether it be from key contributors in the biggest games or their continued skill development. For JV, the award for Offensive MVP goes to Angel Garcia, a young man who has shown tremendous improvement and eventual support at the end of the varsity season this year. The Defensive MVP was Tavion Jones, an exciting and shifty player who will soon leave his mark in our area. Now for varsity. Our Offensive MVP is Riley Kugel, who had huge growth, both physically and in his role as a sophomore last season. Riley was an all-state performer, an all-sentinel, and all-district performer. Our defensive MVP was senior Juwan Priester. Juwan's a hard-nosed, tough, athletic competitor who took the challenge of the best scorer every time we took the floor. He also was an all-district performer, and I look forward to watching him continue his career next season at the collegiate level at Houghton College. Finally, our overall MVP was senior Nick Silva, a relentless competitor who at his size can do a little bit of everything on the floor. Consistently our go-to when we needed a play to be made. He also was a district MVP, an all-state selection, and an all-sentinel selection. Over the past few weeks, my phone has been very busy as he has had several opportunities to compete at the next level. He has several scholarship opportunities, and now the decision is his. I can't wait to see where he goes from here and the great things he'll do. We will miss both of these seniors and their contributions, and we'll be calling on the next up to continue to carry the torch moving forward. I can't wait to see who steps up. Thank you, CFCA family, for your time listening to this message, and I pray that you and your family stay safe. I do look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey everyone, I'm Coach Barker, softball. So every year with softball, since it's a spring sport, there's a long time between the start of school and the actual season. So there's a lot of anticipation for the season. You just want it to hurry up and get here. For the last 2 years, a large part of our group has been together, the same girls, and they have made that wait totally worth it. We had several new faces this year. And they stepped in, and it was like they had been there the whole time. So it's one of the funniest groups of girls that I've ever been around. And so every day I look forward to practice because I know they're going to make me laugh, even if most of their jokes are about me. I forgive you, ladies. They make the most out of any situation, whether that's playing tic-tac-toe or making a tic-tac with the other team, when the umpires haven't showed up yet and we're waiting around, or collaborating to make a TikTok from their individual homes during quarantine, coming together in that way. So you see most of their stuff involves making a TikTok. They love to learn the game. It's one thing I've noticed about these girls. A lot of them are new, and so they're interested in learning, getting better. I give a lot of analogies during practice, and so a lot of those analogies sometimes they're a little boring because of the break in practice that it takes. Because I never have to wonder when one of my analogies is dumb, because as sweet as these young ladies are, they wear it all over their face, so I can tell. They don't hide it. Or when they make fun of me for saying things like flowy, they know what I mean. Even when they're a bit too wordy, or those drills cut into some of the fun that we're having in practice, they're always interested and engaged and ready to adjust and improve any way possible. I want to give a special shout out to our two seniors, Rachel and Bo. It's been awesome. It was an awesome season. I've enjoyed getting to know you, getting to coach you, and I wish you the best of luck in the future. So before I move into the awards, I need to thank a few people. I want to thank Veda Singh for assisting me last year and this year. She's a huge help. I couldn't do it without her. She relates to the girls. She laughs with them. She enjoys them. She can talk with them. So she's been a great help. Thank you, Veda. And then for all of the families who have been willing to help with practices, transportation, first aid. But I couldn't do it, or scorekeeping, I couldn't do it without y'all, so thank you. Okay, so moving into the awards, first award is the MVP award. So the MVP award goes to a player whose presence is felt on the field, and they're extremely noticeable. She can play anywhere, do anything, very versatile. She's consistent on offense and reliable on defense. And when she misses a game, there's a tremendous amount of pressure felt to step up and make up for what we're going to miss because of her absence. And she actually did get hurt this year, and so when she did get hurt, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do?" I'm like, we'll make it. We're fine, but you can feel her absence. She's a senior who went above and beyond to make sure that all of her team was taken care of on and off the field. She was a force on the field, playing any position we needed her to play, and she's an incredible student in the classroom. So this year's MVP is one of our seniors, Rachel King. The next award is the Eagle Award. The Eagle Award goes to a young lady who displays drive and commitment to the game. This player is willing to do whatever it takes to improve and help the team. This year's Eagle Award winner has worked hard, and she's improved. In the fall, she played travel ball while at the same time trying to juggle our fall workouts. So she was extremely committed and dedicated to those, to getting better and improving her game, and she has improved a tremendous amount. So this year's Eagle Award goes to Macy Brown. And then our last award is the Defensive MVP. So the Defensive MVP goes to a player that makes you feel comfortable. They make you feel comfortable when the ball is hit their way or the ball is in their hand on the pitcher's mound. Okay, there's a sigh of relief when the ball goes to them. You're like, oh, okay, she's got it. I know I can feel safe knowing that she's going to make the play or she's going to make the next pitch. This year's Defensive MVP, she stepped into a new role as a pitcher. She'd never done that before, and she was absolutely incredible at it. She was always asking questions in practice, always wanting to get better, always wanting to improve. She's a competitor, and so that's what gives her the edge in her defensive game. This year's defensive MVP is Lily Gill. So those are our awards for softball 2020. I just want to say that I have enjoyed coaching all of you ladies. It's been a pleasure, a privilege to get to work with you, and I wish you all the luck in the world in the future. I can't wait to see you again.
Hi, everybody. My name is Larry Old. I'm the baseball coach at CFCA. So glad that, times have changed, so obviously now I'm talking to you through this camera. First of all, I want to just thank some people that made the baseball season very wonderful. It was short. We only got in 9 games, but it was still very wonderful. And I want to thank Pastor Clayton Clore for always being so supportive and helpful whether he's out there at games or administration-wise. He's just so supportive to all of us. The best AD I could ever have, Kyle Wills, for years, just has been so wonderful and supportive and helpful and getting the kids what they need, whether it's new uniforms or whatever we have to do. And Dr. Stewart, the headmaster, thank you so much for all your hard work and making this school run as efficiently as it can. And Pam Theobald, thank you for all you've done for so many years. I just want to thank the administration, Sam, and everybody for what they do to keep everything running, especially in this difficult time. But now down to baseball. I got to first thank Dave Theobald. He's my assistant coach. Dave is so helpful, so kind to the boys. I couldn't have done it without him. He just makes it so fun. He's so willing to talk about just about anything, any ideas. We could talk about each individual boy, and being that he's also a teacher, he knows the boys so well, so he can let me know if they're having trouble in class or this or that, so we can think what's the best for them if they need to, miss practice sometimes to go and do their studies. So just what a great asset to have as an assistant coach. So, and he's incredibly helpful. So if any other coaches ever need help, Dave Theobald's the kind of guy you want to have help you. Anyway, on to the baseball team. Let's first start with the seniors. Now, before the seniors, I want to thank the parents that have raised these wonderful kids. I have seen how important it is to have good families. Now, sometimes families are challenged. Sometimes there might be just one mother, one father. And I'm just so impressed with that child, his resilience, as he may be helped to be raised by a cousin or a best friend or a neighbor. But I'll tell you, having family in that community, that culture, means so much to a young man or a young lady. I just want to say thank you to all of you that have helped in raising a human being, because I just see that that's what really, it's a chemistry thing that you don't know where it's going sometimes, but that just makes things so amazing in those children. So thank you parents, thank you caregivers, thank you people that have just helped from the woodwork. Everything helps in developing a child, especially positive interaction. So thank you. First of all, the seniors, Aaron Rodriguez. I've coached Eric for years. Big smile. Eric is versatile. That's how I'm going to say him. As a human being and as a player, very versatile. I see him, how he interacts with his mom and dad, who are wonderful people, and how, bobbing and weaving and doing the changes that happen in their lives and the busyness that goes on. And I just see how versatile he is. And he's just such a natural athlete. He gets out there, and we even sometimes would play soccer on Wednesdays. And I mean, this kid can play some soccer. But baseball, he's willing to catch, willing to do anything he's asked. It's been an absolute honor and pleasure, Eric, to coach you over these years. And I wish you the best in your future. And I hope that you do stay just the way you are and just try your best. Next is Adam Matthews. Adam Matthews, you get my Coach's Award. I've coached you now. It's, been got to be 6 years or more. It's just, it's been quite a bit, and it has been so wonderful coaching you. You play any position. You always play hard. You're a 100% effort guy. You'll give so much effort, you'll just stress yourself out. But man, you try so hard. I'm so proud of you. And I know you're going to say, go FSU, because you're heading to FSU to study with Lincoln, and that adventure awaits you. And I'll tell you what, you're a fine young man. I'm so proud of you, just like I'm proud of all these guys on this team. And I wish you the best, and congratulations on your Coach's Award. Next is Brandon Wynn. Brandon Wynn has been my captain for 2 years. Absolutely a leader. Absolutely wants to do the right thing. Absolutely wants to try his best at anything. And with Brandon, what a blessing. but he put so much pressure on himself because he likes to succeed at everything. And I'll tell you though, better to have that, better to have to pull the reins back on a kid than have to get him out of bed with a shovel. So I'm going to just say, Brandon Wynn, you win the Leadership Award. I am just so proud to give it to you because you are an absolute leader, and I hope you'll always try to do the right thing in your life and always do your best at whatever goals that are out in front of you. And I know he's going to UCF, so go UCF night. Brandon Wynn, they're going to love you there. Parker Theobald, what can I say, Parker? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and you show up, and your parents are so kind, Pam and Dave, and there you are, right in that mold as just being such a wonderful person to have on the team, so friendly with the other boys, so willing to laugh or be silly. But, man, when you came up to that at-bat or the plate to hit, you always gave me your best. So I appreciate that, Parker. God bless you, and good luck to you in your future, whatever school you decide. I know you got into, I believe, Alabama, but I don't know if you're going there. But way to go. You're awesome. Bradley Van Dam, what can you say? If your last name ends in Van Dam, you can hit. That's what I found coaching him and his brother. Just wonderful boys, and their parents love them dearly. So I just see these little mini cultures of families and just how special they are and the dynamics they have. And Bradley, always willing to smile, definitely always like working the best hairdos on the team, no doubt about it. And very determined, whatever he wants to do, he's very determined to do a great job. And Bradley, I know that you're going to do a great job in anything you do in the rest of your life. Just try hard. It's your adventure, and you're going to do fantastic. Jared Furtado, I just want to say Jared has the $1 million smile. What a wonderful boy, and both his parents have done so hard in raising this boy, him and his sister. But Jared is just always looking to laugh, smile, but when he needs to focus, he'll give you everything he's got. When he's interested in doing that, he can do it 100%. So Jared, it's been an honor to focus. I'm sorry with these seniors here that I'm talking to that the season got cut short. I want to say that it's very unique circumstances, so we all just went silently. But you seniors just were such a pleasure to coach. I thank you so much. So next, I want to go to Jameson Brenyo. Jameson Brenyo is the third Brenyo I've coached. I've coached Jake, Caleb, and now Jameson. From such a kind family, and Jameson's apple doesn't fall far from that tree either. Just so respectful, so kind, does his best, and if he makes a mistake, he's always willing to say, yep, yes, sir, and learn from it and keep moving forward. And what a great life trait that is, to be able to move forward through any mistake you make, and he does try his best. And now he's getting so strong. What a difference this year. This was his breakout year because he could hit the ball. He could probably put the bat on the ball as good as anyone on this team. And now he's just getting stronger and stronger, so that ball's just jumping off his bat. So I look forward to next year coaching you, Jameson. Will Bliss. Will Bliss. Mr. Dr. Pepper. Will Bliss brought Dr. Pepper into our lives because he would get in trouble for drinking too many of these Dr. Peppers. So I said, you know what? How can I help him and his family? So I went out to Sam's and I bought a big 36-can case to put in the fridge, and I was going to, incentive program on the field would be to give out Dr. Peppers if they did things right. And my logic was he could have his Dr. Pepper at school and not drive his parents crazy at home wanting one all the time. So that way it would help everybody. But Will, you are such an impressive person, and I could see how you learned so fast. Never played baseball before, but learned so fast. And I could tell when he was doing a Dr. Pepper deal with Jared, I could see, the business gears just churning in his head. He was very, very determined to make sure that nothing got in his way to get to that Dr. Pepper if he was able to hit a ball a certain distance over a certain spot. So I just was so impressed with Will and his kind heart. he really has a great mixture of both his parents with his mom and his dad. He has a gentleness, and yet you could tell he knows how to try his best and dig down. Just an exceptional person. So I'm so happy to have coached him this year, and I look forward to it next year also. Keenan Milroy. What can you say? With a name like Keenan Milroy, you got to be good. Anyway, he is. He's my MVP, Keenan. Congratulations. You're the MVP this year. You're always out there determined to make yourself better all the time. He's always at the pitching wall. He does things with his hitting. He's always trying to find out ways, whether he's doing a leg kick or whatever he's got to do that works better for him. And he listens also very well to instruction when it comes to the sports and things like that. Keenan, he always kids me that he's my favorite player. So I think he thinks he can read my mind, but, you know, he's close. He's real close. But Keenan, just wonderful. Congratulations on your MVP award and for just being such an exceptional athlete. Next, I want to thank Leon Godin. He was with our team. He got injured. You know, I heard it was like, you know, he was saving some Girl Scout when she was selling cookies, and they were trying to take her, so he had to jump on the table and fend off all these guys from taking him. And then I think the story was, you know, he fell off the table and hurt his foot. But, you know, that's what I heard. So he's definitely a hero in my mind. And Liam, it was wonderful to have you on the team. And he wasn't able to come out because he had hurt his foot bad. But I can tell you the team just really, really enjoyed him. They loved him. And I look forward to next year to coaching. And he loves baseball. So I look forward to next year coaching you. But I know way to go saving that person and, you know, fighting all those people off on that table. So anyway, Liam. Brendan Sanders, cousin to Casey, always willing to help out, do whatever's needed. He was just happy to be out there. I remember when he came out late to the team and was asking, you know, if he could play. And so he got himself a glove and cleats. And he was definitely doing what he could do to sharpen his skills. He hadn't played baseball for years, or if any, and but always had a big smile and always willing to try. And then my last is Casey Nipper. Casey, what can you say? What a wonderful young man, happy, resilient, very smart. All the team loved him. Casey was our 7th grader, and I'll tell you, it's like he's a powerhouse in the small package. What a good boy. Just did a fantastic job. I just want to go back real quick. My timer didn't stay on here, so I don't know how much time I have left. But I just want to say to all the parents and kids of this baseball team, it's been just absolute treasure to coach them. Just all good kids. We only won 1 game this year out of 8 or 9 games. But they were all so happy and so willing to try hard. And I just give so much credit to their teachers and their parents just to have kids that kind of get it, to where if the game's not going in your favor, you keep trying your best with your head up, and you just keep living your adventure. And you keep doing the best you can at anything you do. So to the whole team, so proud of you. Thank you so much for Baseball 2020. God bless.
The final award we have the honor of giving is our CFCA Athletics Eagle Award. This honor is given each year to the upperclassmen and upperclasswomen that we feel as coaches embodies the spirit of what a CFCA athlete should exemplify. Someone that leads with integrity and is determined to improve themselves and others around them with every opportunity they are given. Each year, we award this honor to the male and female senior that has been voted on upon coaches and administration. The award reads, "In recognition of the excellence displayed in spirit, character, and leadership, CFCA Athletics bestows its highest honor." The female recipient of the 2020 Eagle Award is Miss Rachel King. And the male recipient of the 2020 Eagle Award is Mr. Brandon Wynn. Congratulations to you both. Now, it is our desire that this event not only rewards your well-deserved excellence, but encourages you to improve yourselves throughout the summer. It is our hope and our expectation that you continue to push to be the best version of yourself that you can be mentally, spiritually, and physically. You owe it to yourselves and you owe it to your teammates to come back ready to take your program to the next level. Athletes, we cannot wait to see you back on campus, and we expect that to be very soon. Go Eagles!